Dat Dish has been tracking former Penn State defensive end Shareef Miller for the past month or so heading into the 2019 NFL Draft. With 2 weeks left until most of the NFL gets on the clock, the Saints will be waiting an extra day to get to their first selection late in the second round. With most of their draft ammo being on day 3, in rounds 5 through 7, bargain hunting is in the cards. But there are some potential steals waiting every year. It's just a matter of being the team that successfully identifies them. For every Zach Strief of Marcus Colston, there are hundreds of players who don't come close. Most of these selections, the ones that become something in the NFL, are pure luck and guesswork. But occasionally there are players who you look back on and wonder how in the world they fell to the 6th or 7th round. There are a few we've been paying attention to in this draft. Our predictions for sleepers or diamonds in the rough. And Penn State's Shareef Miller has been one we keep coming back to. Per NFL Network's Mike Garofalo, Miller will be meeting with the Saints sometime this weekend. He's just finished meeting with the Bills and will be at the Eagles sometime next week with the Saints sandwiched between Penn State. Shareef Miller is wrapping up a visit with the looking like an early day 3 pick with the potential to develop at the next level. Mike Garofalo, at Mike Garofalo, April 12, 2019. You can't put too much emphasis on pre-draft visits with players, but it does say something when that visit is one of the only 30 a team is allowed a year where they get to fly a player in for a personal sit-down and workout. The visit with the Eagles is likely to be the last on the itinerary for Miller, as Philadelphia is his hometown. While he didn't have the most productive career at Penn State, the attraction to Shareef Miller is obvious. The 6'4", 254-pound frame and 4.69 40 timer ideal for an NFL defensive end, if perhaps a touch slow. But he did himself no favors in posting only 16 reps on the bench press and an ugly 29.5-inch vertical at the NFL Scouting Combine. But the knock on him from NFL analyst Lance Zierlein has likely held him back more. Miller doesn't play with early, aggressive hands in the run game or as a rusher, and that severely limits his consistency in both areas. His lack of instincts as a rusher is a concern, but improving his approach at the top of the rush should be coachable. He's a rangy edge defender with moldable traits, but until he'll be stuck in a holding pattern of potential, until he develops his fundamentals, you get a different impression actually watching Shareef Miller in game. You aren't going to get cheapies watching Miller in action. He's going against solid Big Ten talent. We're linking a highlight reel from YouTube here, and in it, Miller's first sack is up the middle where he manhandles Wisconsin guard Bob Benchawal, who has been on our radar the past 2 seasons. There's work to be done, for sure. A larger repertoire of moves, more consistency. But Shareef Miller is a whistle-to-whistle player who will develop considerably at the next level with the right coaching and in the right scheme. With Ryan Nielsen coaching and in Dennis Allen's scheme, that makes Shareef Miller potentially an excellent bargain for the Saints in this draft.